Let's meet the starters for your Oklahoma City Thunder. At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 22. Head forward, 6'3", number 5, a man in the middle, at 7'0", number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. At power forward, standing 6'5", number 8, Jalen Williams. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Alexander.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pair is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Thunder, in it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. Well, at this point of the season, Richard, we're starting to get an idea of who the championship contenders might be.
To some degree, we already had an idea before the year began. Now we're starting to get confirmation, barring any unforeseen shakeup.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. They set the pick. Outside for Dort. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Over Holiday. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Here's Brown. Good work defensively by Dort. And it's Thunder's ball. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
So it's Boston now. The Thunder making their last shot. Pass to Tatum from the arc. Out of bounds, the Oklahoma City's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 33 points last game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
knocks down the first one. And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Outside, Brown. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. There's the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Hartenstein with a screen on White. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. Celtics trail by 3. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's update you on the best rebounding teams in the NBA over the previous 10 games. 5th best, the Celtics.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Back to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
VA, I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And he makes a first. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And he gets it back.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Drive by Brown. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jalen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Free throw, no good for Brown. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Wallace outside. It's Dort on the wing. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside White. They set a pick. On the wing, Tatum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. First one falls. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. He's off on the second. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Celtics with the lead. And here's White. In the game against Houston, very impressive. There's Tatum with the three. Gets the three to fall. Tatum's got 11 points.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Dort. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Dort. Here's Wallace. Three-pointer, no good. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Tatum. He's got 11. Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Good on the bucket. He's got 13.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants to review the game plan.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be very curious.
Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Brown. Brown against Wiggins. Wallace outside. Pass to Dort. Now Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Now Dort. Providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Thunder trail by 9. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. And it's Tatum missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Dort. That shot missing. Nice D from Brown. Boston leading by 7. Solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Inside.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Second team foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
That free throw no good. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And he sinks the second. Boston leading by 6. Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Pass to Horford. Back to White. Porzingis sets a screen. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hardenstein's got 4 rebounds now. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Outside White. Pass to Brown. Up on the wing, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And the defense made their presence felt, but somehow, some way, Brown sticks it on them.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, a moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Dort, and Joe's subbed in for Wallace. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston pulls it in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Brown. Caruso grabs the board.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Here's Hauser. Still no points. Outside, Brown. 5 on the clock. They double-team Brown. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trail by 4. On the wing, Caruso. Outside Joe. A minute 53 left in the first. Back to Caruso. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Wiggins, no good. Celtics lead by 4. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Brown. 1:27 left in the first. Horford for 3. The rebound by Wiggins. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And the Celtics shooting about 47% during this first quarter. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside, Brown. To snap the cold streak. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Still a tremendous player, Al Horford, using that experience.
Brown passes to Cornette. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Thunder trail by 4. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Joe. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
No good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
Here's Tatum. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the small forward position.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room, and he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17. The Celtics with the lead. Horford outside. Back to Pritchard. To the paint. Tatum inside. Wiggins on him. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Well, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. This one for 3. Joe misses. Boston leading by 3. To the middle. And Jason Tatum again. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Here's Joe after the basket by Boston. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pritchard. Joe grabs the miss.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
Wiggins against Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. And here are the guys that have been piling up the steals. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In the third spot, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams 4th.
These two are a problem for opposing offenses. Quick, active hands. They pounce on your mistakes.
And that one falls. That puts them up 1 point in the game now. The Celtics making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Down low. Here's Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 22. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Springer, covered by Joe. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Pritchard, here we go. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Joe grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Joe. Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Big-time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. Sitting pretty at this point of the season. Second place and looking to move to first.
You know, for the Celtics, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Tatum draws the double. Right side Porzingis. His first shot coming late. Here's Cornette. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Thunder trail by 5. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Wallace has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hartenstein a screen from deep. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. His last outing, he had 20. On the wing, Tatum. Wallace pulls it in. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Joe on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Jacks up a 3. Tipped. Here's Pritchard. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Porzingis surveying the floor. Back to Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. And it's Tatum missing. Oklahoma City has gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. Here's Wallace. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
First one falls for him. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Williams, and it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. So it's the Thunder now. After the basket by Boston, here's Wallace. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White.
14 fouls. At the line for your Thunder, Wallace taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Joe taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Outside, Brown. Out to Horford. To the inside. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. The kick out to White. Clock at 4. Over Williams. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Joe. And here's Wallace. Back to Joe. White with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunder ball. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
This squad has been playing well here at home. And this is exactly the sort of momentum they want to take with them as they head out for this set of road contests.
Mitchell's checked in for Oklahoma City. Horford against Williams. Dort to screen on Horford. Here's Williams. Nice shot from the wing. And the Thunder lead by 2. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Horford. Outside Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown on the drive. Over Dort. Brown can't hit. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Holiday. 14 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. Brown. Offensive board. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Teams try and get physical with Porzingis, and understandably so. He is not having any of it right now.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Cadis checked in for Horford.
At the line for one.
Porzingis, no good on the free throw.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. From behind the arc. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
3 points.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
Outside, Williams. A minute 20 left to play in the second quarter. And that one's good. Mitchell.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Now here's White. Watched by Wallace. And here's White. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Lets it go. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
And both free throws good for Brown. There's 38 seconds left in the half. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Now Williams. A 20-point game for him in the win against New York.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Now here's White. 16 seconds left in the first half. Here's Brown. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. This will be a sports shot at the line here in this one.
14 fouls. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown. One shot.
Free throw good. Brown. What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Now here's Dort. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did.
So thank you, Ernie.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
These two guys we thought they'd bring in tonight, it has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
In it forward, it's Jordan Williams. Jason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Outside, Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 7 points.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Porzingis. The Thunder with the rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Throws it up high. Tatum with a steal. Right side, White. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Outside, Williams. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. They recover it. Hartenstein with a screen on White. Wallace with it. Now guarded by Brown. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And another three for Oklahoma City.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Porzingis with a screen on Williams. There's Tatum with the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Kept alive. Let's have a look at the point guards with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
Yeah, and when you can shoot it like he can, why not? Just the threat of their shooting makes them more effective at this point.
And he drops the first. And it's tied up with that one. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Now Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tatum's got 29.
Oh, you gotta prevent Tatum from getting into the lane, because once he's in there, you're done.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Tatum finds Holiday. Back to Tatum. Blocked! Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points in the game for him. Here's Williams. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Tatum against Williams. The jump hook. And there's the bucket by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Here we go, fans. It's your Oak City crew. Here to hype you up.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jrue Holiday.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Right side Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
Yeah, this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. No good on that one. Good on the second one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points in the game for him. Williams on the wing. Dort outside. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Left side, Brown. Brown draws the double. Pass to Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen to the middle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty at the line. Boston leading by 5. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. Now here's Porzingis. Williams defending. Fader on the way. Porzingis misses. The Thunder have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Alexander sinks a big one.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Now Tatum, 32 points in the game for him. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday to the paint. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Over Williams. Ooh, strong take by Porzingis.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Thunder trail by 7. Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion,
and a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Wallace. 6 points for him. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Hartenstein a screen. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hartenstein's got 7 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Misses the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston leading by 3. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And they double up Porzingis. Back to Pritchard. The 3. Buries it from 3. 6 points for him.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. From downtown. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Outside, Brown. Wiggins with a steal. The putback.
His instincts are terrific. Williams has a nose for the ball and gets himself into great position.
Tatum with it. Give him 35. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. SGA takes it himself.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
And it's good for 2.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Thunder trail by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
2 minutes.
Brown looking around. To the inside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Tatum. Here's Williams. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Joe comes in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .125 left in the third quarter. Pritchard. And that one's good. Pritchard's got 8.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 5. Boston pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Pritchard. Give him 8. Pass to Brown. The fader. Williams grabs the board.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And here's Mitchell from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
34 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Thunder trail by 4. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2, Williams.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And here's Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
And, man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2 guard. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cornett. Horford outside. 4 on the clock. They double-team Tatum. And the layup falls.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 41.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Ooh, Shea, what touch!
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Caruso against Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 43 points.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And the foul on Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Horford outside. Pass to Tatum. Basket's good. Tatum's got 45 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thunder trail by 9. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Here's Pritchard. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Boston leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Tatum drives in. Oh, look out! Tatum takes off!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Williams. Boston pulls it in.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Pritchard, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Chance for an update here on Jaylen Brown. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injury that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Holiday is checked in. There's a screen by Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 11. Here's Pritchard. Williams defending. Pritchard, the pass to Holiday. Here's Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 49 in the game.
Well, credit to Holiday for that intelligent pass, getting the ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Outside Joe for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And Tatum, here we go. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Like, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
And that one falls for Tatum. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And so Tatum nails both of them. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Boston leading by 11. 13 feet out. Williams grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the drought. And it's good on the lay-in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for Wiggins. The Celtics also with a sub. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. And so he hits both.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. Here's Pritchard. Here's Tatum. He's guarded by Hartenstein. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
Third personal foul.
It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
14 foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 1.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Joe. The 3. On target from range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Holiday with the ball. Covered by Joe. Pass to Hauser. Takes a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
On the wing, Tatum. Williams defending. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Launches it. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Pritchard's got 10 points here in the second half.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Oh, connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. Wallace up top. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First person
It's going to be on Isaiah Joe.
And Holiday does not make things easy for defenders, but he is very crafty.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
What you love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true teammate. He's selfless and just wants to see his whole squad win.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. White, he's checked in for Boston. And he's good on the second.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's White. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Holiday. The 3 is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Williams. Now here's Wallace. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Celtics lead by 11. Horford, a screen on Dort. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Pass to Holiday. Screen by Horford. Now here's Holiday. Watch by Wallace. Good D by Wallace.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Outside for Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker. Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for your Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Hartenstein. Hits both from the stripe. Here's Pritchard. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Dort grabs the miss. So Dort's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Hartenstein. Takes a step back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You have to credit the defense. Adjusts his feet, takes the hit, and gets the call.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
He gets it in there.
Love watching Tatum shoot with decisiveness. He feels like no one can guard him.
Hartenstein a screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 54 points.
While his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Here's Tatum. And got it. Another basket.
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Hartenstein a screen to the paint. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Horford. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3. And good. There's another.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 12. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Oklahoma City foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 4th personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Boston, Peyton Pritchard. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Oklahoma City's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Pritchard pulls it down. Puts up a 3. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. A 12-point game. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Horford against Hartenstein. Pass to White. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game.